Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be redrawing an old drawing that I did in about 2020, I would say. Today's video is a little bit longer since I'm going to be showing you my entire drawing process. But before we start, let's take a quick look at the original. Alright, so it's not the greatest drawing in the world, but it's cute. So I'm going to try and redraw this to the best of my ability. Alright, let's start. The first step that I take when making a drawing is to draw an outline. In this case, I'm going to be drawing what I like to call the skeleton. Basically, I just use a series of circles and lines to form the basic shape and size of the body. For the head, I am just drawing a simple circle and a line down the center for the basic shape, and drawing just one solid line all around it. Now I'm going to draw the skeleton for the rest of the body. I'm going to do one line, small line for the neck, two circles for the shoulders, one line just to connect the two shoulders, and I'm going to continue that line from the neck all the way down for the chest area. I'm going to draw one simple line in the chest area, in the middle of the chest area for the waistline. Now I'm going to continue drawing my skeleton by drawing arms. As you can see, I'm using these tiny little circles to represent the joints, where the body parts bend. Now I'm going to draw the hands and the little handbag that the person is holding, just to give me an idea of the position. Now I'm drawing the hips and the legs. Now that I finished with the skeleton, I can go all around this little stick figure, I guess you can call it, to draw the actual shape of the body. Now that I finished drawing the basic shape of the body, I can erase all the extra lines. Once I draw the basic shape of the body, I can notice little mistakes that I made. And I noticed that the arms are really skinny and the hands are really small, and it looks really weird. So I'm gonna quickly fix that. Okay, I think that is way better. Alrighty, here's the fun part. We are going to start adding details. I am going to start by adding an ear, because everybody needs ears. Alright, so I'm going to draw that ear really quickly. I made a mistake, so I'm going to fix it. Alright. Why do I keep messing this up? Okay. Is that good? I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now, for the face. As you can see, I am drawing little lines on the face area to just mark where I want the eyes, nose, eyebrows, mouth to be, just to give me an idea of the position. Alright, now I'm going to start drawing the nose. Basically, to draw a nose, I'm just going to use little circles to give me a basic outline. Then I'm going to draw lines around those circles to add a bit more detail, which you will see in a moment. My hand is in the way. Sorry about that. Okay, wait. Oh, no. I made a mistake again. I keep doing that. Alright, hold on. Let me fix this really quick. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to draw the eyes. Alright, so to draw eyes, I draw 2 curving lines to form the top and bottom lids of the eyes, so I can have that basic shape of what the eye is going to look like. Once I do that, I can add more detail, and after I fix all my mistakes, of course. Alright, so then I'm going to draw a circle inside that eye. That's going to be where the iris and the pupil is. If you're a science nerd like me, you will understand. Alright, so now I'm going to draw one solid circle in the middle of that bigger circle for the pupil, and I can also add little reflections. And now to finish it off, I am going to add eyebrows, so this person can look more like a human being. Okay, I'm going to jump right into the lips. To draw the lips, I draw 2 or 3 little circles to kind of form the shape of the lip, I guess you can say. For this one, to give this person rounded lips, I'm just going to use 2 circles, one on top of the other. Then between those 2 circles, I draw a little line for like the middle of the mouth, the smile, the frown, the snarl, whatever you want it to be. And then I can draw little like curving lines on top of those to form the shape of the lip itself. Alright, I'm also just going to quickly shade in the lips to make her look a little bit more pretty than she does right now. And to finish off the face area, I'm just going to draw an earring for this girl. Now we can jump into drawing the clothes. Okay, first things first, I am going to draw the diamond necklace that this girl is wearing. I think it's a diamond necklace. It's shaped like a diamond, so I'm guessing that's what it is. Alright, now for the jacket. I am just going to quickly draw a simple outline of like the size of the jacket collar to give me an idea of how big I want it to be. Now I'm going to be drawing the little fur that is on the jacket collar. I've actually never done this before, so the only way I think I can do it is just by drawing little pencils, like short little pencil streaks, like little lines, kind of like hair. I think that's what I'm doing right now. I've never done this kind of jacket before, so I just hope it looks good. I think it does. It looks cute. I like it. Okay. I think it's cool. Alright. Now that I finished that, I can start drawing the jacket itself. So I'm just drawing one line down the middle for like the center of the jacket where the buttons are going to be. And now I am little by little drawing the sleeves of the jacket by erasing the original line of the person's arm and drawing like over that the line of the jacket, especially since the jacket is going to be, of course, a bit poofier than this person's arm. So I'm just going to little by little erase the arm as I draw the jacket, if that makes sense. Alrighty, one sleeve is done, and now it's time to do the other sleeve of the jacket. So I'm just going to do the same process that I did with the other one. Just erase the arm and then draw the jacket around it. And just little by little erase the arm as I draw. Alright, now that I finished both sleeves of the jacket, I can focus a little bit more on the center and bottom. So I'm just drawing the bottom of the jacket right now, right around the hips, making it a little bit poofier, as jackets tend to be. And I'm just going to clean up my lines a little bit. And now, to finish it off, I'm going to draw the buttons on the jacket. Alrighty, I finished the jacket. Now I'm going to move on to the jeans and the handbag. Right now I'm just fixing up the lines for the jeans, since I don't really have to do much of anything except just draw little lines for the stitching on the side. Now I'm just making the lines on the handbag a little bit more even and going to add one small line for the opening of the handbag. Now I'm just going to add a bunch of little lines for the stitching and clean up these lines just a little bit more. And I'm done. Now I can move on to the hair. First, I'm just erasing the top of the head just to give me a clean workspace. Before I start drawing hair, I always mark where I want the hairline to be, just to give me an idea of the position of the hairstyle. Alright, let's start the very long process of drawing this character's hair. Hair is very difficult to draw, one of the hardest things to do in my opinion, and sometimes even my friends ask me how exactly I do it. So today I'm going to give you guys a quick explanation of how exactly I like to draw hair. The first thing I like to tell people who ask me how to draw hair is to think in shapes. What exactly does that mean? Imagine that every single piece of hair is part of one giant shape. For example, if one person has very long straight hair, think of this as one giant rectangle. If a person has bangs, think of this as a rectangle or a triangle in the front of the face. Thinking in shapes is really helpful in terms of thinking about the position, size, and shape of a hairstyle. The more and more you do it, the easier and easier it gets. But if you're a beginner, I highly recommend drawing these shapes on your page before you draw the hair. Once you draw or imagine these shapes, you're ready to start adding details to your hair. The way to do this is to draw the hair in little sections or chunks. The way to do this is to use a series of lines to draw the hair piece by piece, the way I'm doing it on my page right now. I know it's not easy, but with enough practice, you'll be able to do it pretty much with your eyes closed. Okay, so I think I finished the hair. I'm just gonna clean up some of the lines and make a little bit of adjustments to the rest of the drawing. And then I think I'm done. Alright, we finally finished the drawing part. Now we're ready to trace and color. I love tracing my drawings. It's a halfway point for me. It means that I'm halfway through the torture of making yet another drawing. Some of you are probably wondering what exactly I'm going to trace my drawing with, and here's your answer. I'm going to use my zebra brush pens. These black ink pens are about the size of any other pen, and they're called brush pens because they look and feel like paintbrushes. I own 4 of these pens. This blue one is the super fine one. This dark gray one that I'm holding is the fine one. This black one is medium. And there's one more that's a light gray color that is about the size of the fine, but comes in gray. Today I'm only using 2 of these pens, the super fine one for the tracing and the gray one for shading. The part in this video where I'm tracing the drawing is actually really sped up. This process usually takes me between 5 and 7 minutes. Once I finish tracing the drawing, I erase all the pencil lines and then use the gray brush pen to add shading. Okay, so before I color this drawing, I'm going to take one quick look at the original to get an idea of which colors I am going to use. Okay, let's start coloring this drawing. One thing I always recommend doing when coloring a drawing is to keep a piece of scrap paper next to you so you can test out the colors before you actually put them on your paper. Let's start with the skin. What I'm doing right now is I'm using this pinkish orangish color to give a bit more blush and color to the face, as well as shadow and depth, so this girl doesn't look so much like a pale ghost. Now I'm using this pale peach pencil for the actual skin color. As you can see, I'm coloring the skin little by little because as I'm coloring, I'm using this color as well to give the face a little bit more shadow and depth. Once I go over the skin with this color, I'm going to go over it again with a second layer to give the face a little bit more of a darker color. And of course, I'm going to follow this same process with the rest of the skin. And last but not least, I'm using this pale pink color for the lips. Now it's time to color the hair. Here I'm going to add markers into the mix. This character is actually supposed to have long blonde hair with purple hair dye. I've never done this with markers before, so I'm going to have to experiment today. Right now I'm testing out different markers to see which one matches the original drawing the best. I don't know. I think the one all the way to the left matches the best. Yeah, that one matches. I'll use that. Okay, let's start coloring the hair. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom with the purple hair dye and transition all the way up into the natural blonde color of the hair. I hope it works. I think it will. I hope so. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm blending the yellow and the purple together. And I think it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice. I honestly didn't think that would work. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing on that little strand of hair. And now I'm just going to continue with the yellow color all the way up to the top of the head. Now I also have to do the same thing with the purple with the little strand of hair right next to the face. Now that I finished one side of the hair, I can do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that I did the base colors of the hair with markers, I'm going to add more details with colored pencils. I use colored pencils to add shading, as well as to draw little lines in the hair, resembling strands of hair, to make the hair look a little bit more realistic. I think I used the word hair way too many times in one sentence. Well, anyways, for the purple part of the hair, I use a purple colored pencil that's a bit darker than the marker itself to effectively add shadow. For the part of the hair that's blonde, I'm using a brown colored pencil to make it look a little bit more natural. Once I finish with the colored pencil, I am going to use the same marker that I used originally to color the hair to color on top of the colored pencil to smooth it out. I do this with both the blonde and purple parts of the hair. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side of the hair. Alright, and the hair is finally finished. Alright, now it's time to draw the eyes. But since the eyes are so small, I'm just going to use marker. I am also just going to use marker to quickly color the necklace. Alright, now I'm going to color the jacket. But the only problem is I'm trying to figure out which marker to use. That one is too bright. That one's better, but it's still too bright in my opinion. That one's too dark. I think I'm gonna have to stick with the middle one. Yeah, I'll make it work. I'll use the middle one. Okay, this part is really easy. I'm just going to color in the entire area using this marker. You know, this is actually one of my favorite parts. It's so easy to do and makes my life so much easier. Alright, now that I finished coloring with the marker, I'm going to use colored pencil again to add a bit of shading and to make this hot pink color a little less hot pink. Okay, so what I'm doing is lightly coloring over the entire jacket with this colored pencil to make it look a little bit darker, and it's actually working pretty well. I'm also coloring a bit darker in some areas to add a bit of shading. And the jacket is now completely colored. Now I'm going to color the handbag. For this part, I'm using 2 markers, a lighter purple to color the entire handbag, and a darker purple to add a bit of shading. Alrighty, that's done. Now I'm going to color the jeans. To color the jeans, I am again only going to use marker. First, I'm going to use this blue to color the entire area where the jeans are. Now I'm going to use this darker blue to add some shading. The jeans are now complete. And with that, I have finished my drawing. Now I'm going to quickly just sign my name at the bottom and write the date so I can remember when I made this. And wait. Hold on, I need to fix something really quick. Okay, I am so sorry. I just need to quickly fix the jacket collar because the fur looked really thin on the right side. Okay, now I'm done. I am so sorry. That was very embarrassing. And for those of you who stick around till the end, thank you so much. I hope this video helped you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share not only this video, but my entire channel with everyone that you know that loves art. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye!